Hello, everyone. Good morning and happy holidays. You're here again with Mavis, and let me see if I got the camera right. I think I do. All right. So today's question is, how do I homeschool 4 kids with 3 different grades? And I'm hoping to share some insights with you. So let's start. I am on my computer trying to get some stuff for. Okay. So we start with, you can do it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it is easy in the beginning, but it does get easier throughout. I've been homeschooling my kids for 9 years. I have 2 older kids who are in high school. They're in 10th grade. And then I have a middle school who is in 7th grade. And then I have a little one who is in 1st grade. So I have 3 different grades, and I basically homeschool them by myself. Now, homeschooling them, when I started, I thought it was going to be really complicated, but it wasn't, because there are a lot of books and curriculums that you can buy that will basically be able to assist you and take the stress off you. And the curriculum I use, which I have tried a lot of different curriculums, but the one now I am using and have been using for the past, I think, 5 years, is Abeka. Abeka provides pretty much everything you need in order to homeschool your kids with no stress. And also, I don't want to feel like I need to figure out if my kids are learning the right math for each grade or all that stuff. I don't like that stress, especially when you're homeschooling 4 kids at 3 different grades. So what I do is I get Abeka, and it comes in a DVD or online streaming. I get the DVD because I don't want to have to figure out if the internet works or not, since we are on the road consistently. If you don't know, our family is on a world tour. We're on a 5-year world tour, so we move to new countries every 2 to 3 months, and we've been doing that for the past 2 years. Also, let's see. Also, some of the tips I do is that I started off with the kids. I taught the kids to teach themselves. So even with the Abeka, I made sure that the kids put the DVD in themselves. The night before, they put out the books they need. With my help, I make sure I put out the books. So when I set each kid in a corner, all I have to do is just walk through and make sure they're doing the right thing. But DVD, everything is sit in a corner just for them. And then I spend most of my time with the younger one, because he hasn't gotten the steps yet. So hopefully once I get him settled, then I would really not have to be there to homeschool them, consistently by myself, like physically being there. So with the books, I just, like I said, I just set it up, and the next morning they wake up and they have their laptop and they know what to do. They just listen and follow the instructions on the DVD. And then I created like envelopes, where they have envelopes for all tests, envelopes for all assignments and research papers and book report writing, so that when they are done, they can put all in there, and then they leave it on my desk, which is basically any table I create. And they put it there, and I come in and I grade it. I can grade it anytime I want, and just give them feedback. Also, I created a situation where the older kids can now homeschool the younger one. So my 2 high schoolers can now homeschool the younger one who is in 1st grade. So all they have to do is just assist, make sure that he's doing what he's supposed to do. With Abeka, the homeschool program is about 4 hours a day. So I told my kids, you wake up early, my kids are up about 6 o'clock, and they do their exercise routine, and then have breakfast. By 7:30 we start school. By 12 o'clock, 12:30, school is done. And they usually don't have a whole lot of homework because it's homeschooled, so they have more of a book report. And then practice, they have practice math. Like if they do algebra, they have practice stuff to practice throughout the day. But but they don't have the typical homework like you would go to school every day and have a whole bunch of homework. I don't miss that stuff, because I sent my kids to school 1 year and I realized they come home, and imagine having 5 kids show up home and all this homework and stuff. So with the homeschool, basically everything is done in the classroom setting, in the homeschool setting, I mean. So yeah, so I say you can do it. Just make sure you buy the curriculum that works best for your child, but at the same time does not stress you out. And that's what I do. I made sure I buy curriculum that does not stress me out, because figuring each state is also different, and I think a lot of countries are a little more lenient with homeschooling, but in the States, you have to make sure that you let your state know that you are homeschooling. You can find those forms usually on your county educational office, and you basically send them every year. You send them a letter saying, hey, I intend to homeschool, and you send them the curriculum you intend to use. And if you do have transcripts from school, so you just, from the homeschool program you use, you just send it on to them so they can keep up with your kids, making sure they're in school, like they're learning as they're supposed to. What else? Yeah, so that's pretty much it. We have, we're going to start our homeschool. This is one of our books that we're going to be using. This is for 10th grade. And I'm super excited. We haven't started yet, but if we do start, it will be fun. We start school possibly on Monday. Monday is the 26th of December, and we just want to start because we want to. We don't have any time. We just do school whenever, we have free time. It's a good time to do school, so we just do it throughout. And so we end up finishing a school program that goes on till maybe 6 to 9 months. We end up finishing maybe 5 months. We're done with homeschool for the year, and we can also pick the next curriculum and the next grade. So that's it. If you have any questions, comments, anything about homeschooling and traveling while homeschooling, I'll be more than happy to answer that. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and so that I can post, when I post more stuff, you get to see it. And also watch out, there's a website coming up soon. Peace, love, and happy holiday. Bye.